to work with one another beyond just financial benefits, and we wanted to do something to empower women as well as the entire community. What we found was that we really didn't bicker and fuss and fight and be catty about stuff. And you guys know sometimes the stereotype is that women are catty, right? I'm trying to act like that. We've all talked about that, how amazed we were that we could come up with ideas and share ideas and be more in unison with getting things done, and we're able to do it on a lot faster pace because there's not a lot of ego involved in what we're doing. Layla Black, you guys give her a round of applause. I remember when we were, this was prior to Empower, and maybe right in the transition of some things, but she was working with a group of women then, and she would have this photo up on Facebook of this woman with a do-rag on, with a men's construction shirt, and she's doing like this. I think she had like lipstick on. And her whole, what I took away from that was that you could still be a woman, you could still be feminine, you could still be girly in that way, but you could still be strong too. So how do you rally women around, number one, themselves? And how do you allow them to embrace the strength that they have while also maintaining their femininity?
Very good question. And I wish I could bring up all my ladies so they could answer this question, but then the stage would be crazy, right? So, it's really strange because I said this on Facebook and I had a lot of people comment, but when I was growing up, I never connected with women. I always dreamed of having that babysitter club, girlfriend, friendship crew that was BFFs and had matching necklaces, and it never happened for me. And I was bullied in school. I was overweight. I was insecure, and so I've realized now, looking back, perspective. It's a crazy thing, right? Looking back, I see that this was all me. And when I look at the women that we've rallied together, I look at the women in this room right now, there's something different about you. There's something different about what exists here right now. The main reason that women get catty, that women get jealous, that women get competitive is because we've internalized all of these blocks, all of these blinders that Ashley was talking about yesterday, all of these barriers, and all of these lies that we perceive as reality. Well, they're going to judge me. I don't look a certain way. I'm too old. I'm too fat. My hair is ugly. I have tattoos all over me. What are people going to think? I don't have pointy high heels on. What are people going to think? So we go into these relationships, we go into these partnerships with women, usually with this stack of insecurities that we're carrying along with us. So that causes, when groups of women get together, somebody's got to be in the limelight. Somebody's got to be the center of attention. When you can eliminate that, so what you said first, forcing women, teaching women, showing them a path to fully believe in their power and their purpose and their value, then you put women together. Then it's crazy. And that's why this is so different, because the first thing that you learn here, you haven't learned Facebook, you haven't learned blogging, because that's all in the 15K. Right? Get the 15K. That's all in the 15K. But what you have learned is this belief in yourself that you have value, that your story matters. And when you can bring women together and they feel comfortable, there is no competition. There is only support. And I can tell you a story of a woman that made a really special journey to be here. She's been battling cancer holistically for the last 10 years. Her name is Marisol Dennis. If you could so about 3 days before Marisol came out here, and her doctor said she has to go on this protocol. She's not allowed to eat for 48 days. And she's on this very strict juicing, shakes, and she put a post in our group and she said, you know, this is what I have to do. I don't know, the doctor doesn't want me to come. He says it's not feasible. It's, you know, I'm going to be in a room all day with no food, no juicer. And instantly, I think there was about 20 women that just rallied around her. We had a juicer ready for her when she got here. We had, you know, cutting board. So my challenge for everyone out there is, you know, to look around at the women in this room and realize, I mean, when you get a woman on purpose, look out. Look out. So I want you to look around and I want you to look at these women and see them as, you know, these bearers of change. Because when women change, when women bring this confidence, I'm seeing it happen so, like, it's insane. These ripple effects of, you know, their children are talking differently, their husbands are talking differently, thinking differently, their households are living differently because of how important our role is as women in our homes, in our families, in our communities. So we have to find that purpose, we have to find that strength because we owe it to our families, we owe it to our husbands, we owe it to the community, and we owe it to ourselves. There's one last thing that I want to say, and it's to all the men.
Yeah.
First of all, I love you too. Because I had a man come up to me yesterday, he said, I just wish you loved the men as much as you love the women. I do. And the reason that I love you men is because you have this inspired, empowered, just a mindset. And I'm seeing these women that are coming up, and there's no jealousy, there's no negativity. All of these men that are rallying around the women. And I think that honestly, men, if you can look around at the women around you, support them, the women in your team, lift them up. Because if you get, like I said, if you get a woman on purpose in your team, and I know men like to talk about dollars, that's a lot of dollars, okay? So inspire your women. It's funny because men kind of, they're like, oh, I'm not going to get beat by a girl. And when Toby and I get on stage, we'll tell you the story of how we first met, and he got beat by a girl. So understand that mentality of, you know, of lifting these women up, because these women will lead Empower Network global into every single home, every single family, and they will be changing lives for decades and decades and decades and decades because the power of a woman. If you ask any person, probably in this room, who was the most influential woman in your life, 95% of you would say your mother. Your mother. So think about the woman standing beside you, the woman that's raising your children, and the impact that she has on the future. And that's all I'm going to say, gentlemen. Thank you so much.